It be the 21st episode of the Reseller Clickbait podcast.
Ken,
Yeah.
what in the world are you wearing, dude?
I'm wearing me pirate outfit.
What is going on?
I'm just celebrating my imaginary sponsor of the week. Where is it? Pirateship.com.
Kind of got like a Sean Connery thing going on.
I gotta apologize to Chris. I'm not going to be able to keep up this voice for the whole entire show. Hey, Jimmy, what's going on?
A little bit inspired by Chris Cage and Reseller. Is that what it is? Because I saw that comment where he asked for you to talk like that and dress like that the entire episode. I think you should try it.
I'll give it my best.
I don't think you're going to make it. I don't think you're going to make
it. Me bald head. No, actually, that's a little bit rough on my voice there. I got a little bit of a cold, a little touch of an end of summer cold going on here.
Yeah, I could tell you sound a little congested.
But hey, you're sounding really good this week, Jimmy.
Oh, funny you should mention that.
I don't know if any of you regular listeners have noticed the last few weeks. We kind of had a little bit of audio issues. Jimmy was a little bit lower on his end than I was on my end. Why was that, Jimmy?
Well, let's back up because I've been trying to figure it out. Like I got a message from Dave NC Picker. He's like trying to help me, diagnose. He's like, put some headphones on, check this in the settings. And I'm like, we hadn't had issues. Like it was fine. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, my volume was down. There was echoes and I was cutting out. And like, I tried everything except for, it's almost like, well, is the thing plugged in? Like it's almost like it ain't got no gas in it. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. It was like one of those moments. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. And then during a live on Eric OBX channel, we started talking about, another shout out to Authentic in the Beard. We were talking about how good their quality of their production is and how good their sound is. And they started talking about some of the settings. So I went into StreamYard, which is what we use for the recording of this. And I went into some of the settings and I was like, how come my microphone is set to my camera microphone and not my microphone in front of me? So a quick change, a little adjust to the gain, and we're back in business. It sounds like.
Yes, it sounds really good on my end. So we'll see in that final mix. But so we're going to go with operator error on that one.
Old person trying to use technical equipment and trying to navigate a computer website / program type thingamabobber. Just it wasn't happening. Like, are you gonna wear that shirt the entire show?
I don't know. Should I? I think it looks pretty.
Yeah, like I said,
pretty spiffy.
You look a little regal there.
I did. Oh, yes. I feel a little bit. I don't know if I feel a little bit like scurvy, like a pirate. No. Is that even a word? Scurvy.
I use
scurvy.
It.
Scurvy like a pirate, or if I do feel regal.
Without the rest of the outfit, I don't know. It's a little bit of a regal look.
Yeah, without the eye patch and
without the eye patch and the hat.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you listening, Ken was dressed up as a pirate to start the show, and he did his pirate voice. But now he's got just the shirt on with like almost a Meatloaf feel to it. The singer.
Ooh, I'm like a bat out of hell over here, Jimmy.
You would do anything for love.
I would,
but you won't do that.
But I won't do that. No, actually, I don't think I'm even going to wear this outfit for the rest of the show.
You won't do that,
man. It is. Yeah, it is hot. Toasty. It is. My room here, my office where I record is not conditioned, and I turn off all the fans.
In that room?
No. So, but I normally have the door open and the air conditioner, some fans going, but I don't want to have that on while we're recording because we don't need that I'm distraction enough, Jimmy. I don't need an additional distraction of a fan going on.
Well, I'm convinced that you actually sabotaged my audio because you wanted to be the center of attention, the louder voice, and you wanted to make sure that my voice wasn't heard. So you sabotaged
I
the
snuck in
StreamYard behind the scenes
in the middle of the night and switched it over to your camera setting. And hey, it worked for 2 weeks. I was a star. Now I'm back to I'm second fiddle on the
again.
All right. Well, I'll have to do something even bigger next week.
Bigger, like sabotage wise. Should I be worried?
Yeah, I'm gonna sabotage you even more. But no, that was in good fun. You know, the dog has been coming up with imaginary sponsors for the show.
Right.
And this week, as we talked last week, it's pirateship.com because ye deserve the cheapest shipping rates.
Yeah.
And so
now remember, folks, we're not getting a dang thing out of this.
No.
I don't think they do anything. You even got a pirate ship.
Got a little pirate ship right here. So
I mean, let's just start off with the fact that he just had a pirate costume laying around for this bit.
Yes. And you never know what ideas we'll come up with, and I probably got some sort of outfit, mask, or costume to go along with it.
Fun. October's going to be fun on this show.
You know, I'm not sure why I have Halloween's once a year. I've only got
last time I checked. Let me check the calendar real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. It is once a year.
Once a year. I'm not sure, and I only have like one head. Why does a guy need like 2 or 3 dozen masks and costumes? And I love Halloween stuff.
5 or 6 parties a year, and you go to something different every time.
You know what? That's funny. I don't go to any parties anymore. I used to back in the day, which was a Thursday. I think we discussed that before. My sister used to have a really big Halloween party, and I used to DJ the party, but I was always, dressed in whatever costume was the flavor of the month or whatever you want to say.
The year, because it's
of the year. And but yeah, I have tons of masks and costumes.
You have a name for everything. Did you have a DJ name?
Craft MC.
Craft MC.
Craft MC as the cheesiest DJ out there. That's right.
Craft MC.
Craft MC. And I didn't last too long. I was the only guy out there. I was playing I'd kick off the evening with like the long version of Freebird, and then I'd do Alice's Restaurant and maybe some concert version of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I get through 3 songs and
as few songs as you can for the night, so you don't have to.
That's right.
Yeah.
And people would just sit around. They'd sit around. It's like that scene in Revenge of the Nerds, where they had the party and that all the girls sitting on one side and all the guys sitting on the other side.
I watched that movie this weekend, actually.
That's a classic. I was actually a pretty good DJ, I think.
Really? Did you take the mic and everything and
quite a few? I was never, like a
everybody.
Oh yeah, I always got the crowd into it. For everything, I'd have all these little bits that I would do and stuff. But that was back in my younger days, when I had the long, flowing mane of hair and.
I just sold.
And
hey, let's talk. We got the new segment, and
yes,
the over under has already been decided on the little segment video.
Yeah,
that we're gonna make you.
So
you made one.
Jimmy didn't have any confidence in me for when I had said last week, hey, I'm gonna make a little video opening trailer for our quick fantasy football recap of the week, and so Jimmy said that it would be week 12 of the season that I would actually get a little opening done. But look at this, in 1 week. So we're paying out the under bet on 12 weeks.
Parents, that's what we call reverse psychology.
Yes, I got challenged.
How well it works.
And maybe next week you should challenge me to be funny, Jimmy. And I'll actually...
Hey, I want to talk a
pace
little
here
bit
a little
about
bit.
that being funny after this.
Okay.
We'll talk about being funny or funny content out there in the reseller community. Let's talk about that a little bit
Yes.
after this.
Okay. So
But I'm going to play this intro video that Ken threw together
yes.
for our fantasy football segment.
Fourth down.
Dang that.
Man, that needs more explosions.
Do you guys like the name Send in the Picker instead of sending in the kicker? Since we're all reselling pickers,
Yeah.
we're sending in the picker. See what I did there?
I'd see that was a good play on words there. And that's why I went with the fourth down graphic. You're always going to send in the kicker when you're, fourth and short like that.
Yep.
And so send in the picker. So we'll run through our fantasy football league. This is made up of other resellers. And so Jimmy's going to start off with the wins and losses for the week.
All right. So I'll start out with my game. I defeated Carey at American Arbitrage. And then Chernock's Connection defeated. Oh, I'm sorry. He lost to Ray Nashville Flippers.
Yes.
John Cincinnati Picker defeated Eric OBX Picker. Who won here? Tim over the years defeated Joe of Joe Deals. AM Pickers Mike defeated Dustin of the Tennessee Pickers. And I don't know if I want to
go ahead. Say it. Say it.
We have Ken's first win of the year. Ken, and I just called them the Tennessee Pickers, and it's the Nashville Flippers. So what am I doing? Terrible. Tennessee
Sorry
Pickers,
about that.
Nashville Flippers, it's all the same. Sorry, Dustin.
It's the same state. We're regional. We're going regional on this one.
I called he's the Tennessee Picker out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Ken,
okay. Yes.
SSKPromo defeated Cajun Reseller Chris. So that's the wins and losses for the weekend. What's the standings? Who's 2-0?
For week 2, now it kind of evened out here. We got 4 teams at 2-0. We got 4 teams at 1-1, and 4 teams still looking for that first win at 0-2. So let's start right at the top. We got at 2-0 Cincinnati Trash Pickers or Trash Pandas. Man, now you got me doing it.
Pickers.
The trash.
I didn't believe you when you just insulted John.
I did. I apologize. Mr. Cincinnati Trash Pandas.
Trash is what you're saying.
He did. I've seen a lot of his videos. He's a great picker. I would never say he picks trash.
Nice
but
recovery, Ken.
If you don't watch his Instagrams where Ricky the Raccoon, I haven't seen Ricky for a little bit, but
for this, because that's why I stumbled.
Yes.
Because I want to try so the listeners know who we're talking about.
Okay.
Do their YouTube or the name they use out there on social media.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a challenge. You'll see.
That's why I said Cincinnati Trash Pickers.
Yeah,
see, the Cincinnati at 2-0, the Cincinnati Trash Pandas. That's John Cincinnati Picker. Right here to my sitting right over there at 2-0 is Jimmy Old School Flips. We've got Mike AM Pickers at 2-0 and Tim over the years, the Young and the Sweatless at 2-0. And then moving down to the 1-1 column, Eric OBX, the RBX Tecmo Masters, the Nashville INAD, which is Ray from the Nashville Flippers.
Yeah, the Tennessee Picker. Yep.
The Tennessee Pickers. You got myself, SSKPromo, Ken, at 1-1, and Drop Shipper Inc. at 1-1 is Dustin from also with the Nashville Flippers on that channel is Dustin.
Yep.
And still looking for that first win. You got the Las Vegas Plus Shipping, which is Carry American Arbitrage. You got Chris Cajun Reseller. You got Chernock's Connection. That's Chris at Chernock's Connection, and Joe Deals at Joe Deals. So that's the fantasy football update for the week.
Yep. So it's pretty still going to be very competitive. You definitely 2 weeks in, there's a lot that can happen the rest of the season, and it's been fun so far.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. Like, we talk a little bit about it and how much you're enjoying it, and so do I. And we get to talk. It gives us more reason to talk about something because we don't have anything else to talk about. We have nothing in common. So, like, me and him, we'll be like, it's like awkward conversations between the two of us. So at least now we have something to talk about when we talk to each other.
Absolutely nothing in common whatsoever. That's funny.
So
speaking of funny,
because you were talking to me the other day about, or was that just a little bit ago, about a comment on the live about funny content within the reseller community and how that someone wished there was funny content to watch. And as I just mentioned, there's nothing funny going on this show. Like, it's all serious reseller talk.
Yes.
And you want to tell us a little bit about maybe an idea that, or maybe you're looking for help with an idea? What's going on there? You mentioned.
Well, the idea I was thinking is that everyone should go to pirateship.com. Oh, wait, no, that was no, speaking of funny, I'm trying to come up. I want to make more content. I want to be out there more active in the community. But every time I go to do something, I want to do something that's interesting to resellers, that's funny, that is, I guess, relevant again to reselling. But I want to try to get away from the sourcing part of it or the what sold part of it. I'm trying to come up with an idea.
A lot of reselling left, though, if you do that. Like, there's not much more.
I know, and you could get, I've thought about maybe going on and critiquing other folks' videos in kind of like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 sort of a way.
Right.
But you don't want to offend anybody about something. But so I'm looking for some ideas for what would anybody that's listening. Not you, Jimmy, because you don't know what's funny.
Have no idea.
You don't have a clue about humor
watching my videos
at all. And no, I didn't say they don't like watching your videos at all. You don't know about humor at all.
Oh, okay, my bad. I don't. You're right. Actually, why are you laughing right now? I'm just joking.
That's
no. So I have a little thing to tell you, an idea.
Yes. Okay.
Because you like doing the short videos.
Yes.
You've done short. Well, YouTube just announced they're going to be coming up with a plan to monetize short videos.
Aha.
So they just, I have to read the email. I haven't read it, but they're going to start monetizing short videos, and people that do shorts can make money doing just short videos. You should look into that and maybe move your short format videos to YouTube. And then once you get them on there, then it's easy to share them to TikTok and Instagram. But
that is a good plan.
That could change some things, and it might motivate you to put some short content out on YouTube. Just it's even got me thinking of some ideas. I just don't want to do it on my long format channel.
Yeah. Hey, $2 is $2, right?
Right.
I don't know what they're paying out over there.
A ton of views. Like, people that are doing sports are getting lots of views and getting subscribers really quick.
And that would be more of in my wheelhouse of what I would want to do. Some quick hitting funny stuff. Now, are they going to lengthen at all how long a short can be?
I think it's still only going to be a minute, right? It has to be a minute. I think it's a minute. But
or 90 seconds.
I don't know.
I'm going to look that up, Jimmy, because that's always
don't do it right here.
Great entertainment.
While we're on the podcast. No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I honestly don't know. I think shorts are 60 seconds, and then you have to do that. And you don't even have to do hashtag shorts anymore. It has to be in the formatted for a cell phone, and I think if
Yeah.
it's under 60 seconds and it's formatted that way, it'll automatically go into the shorts, and that's something where similar to TikTok or Instagram where people are just scrolling through video and video and video.
Yeah.
And that with that format, your video could potentially show up in their videos.
Gotcha. Yeah, and it is 60 seconds confirmed on the Google.
Yeah. Which
I Googled that.
is interesting, like TikTok they just added theirs to up to 3 minutes, I believe. So I don't know if YouTube will change that or not. But it's something you should think about. I mean, I'm struggling coming up with an idea because I'm trying to think of maybe making a shorts channel as well.
Yeah.
But I just don't know which way to go with it. Maybe I'll do my what solds that way. Like, no, there's not a lot of people doing their what solds that way.
Hey,
so maybe I'll do what solds.
That might work out perfect. Because my what sold shorts, that's about as long as it would take. 60 seconds to show what I actually sold.
You sell 2 things a week.
It's, that's 30 seconds per item.
Right.
And I'll hold an item up for 30 seconds.
Per item. So what you do is you have yourself hold it, and then you put the shadow of yourself talking trash about the guy who sold it.
It could be me talking trash. What's up with this guy who sells a humorous cummerbund on
Oh, you know what? I already messed up, Ken. I wanted to do a better intro for this show. You were probably looking at me like he gave me this whole spiel about how we don't introduce ourselves at the beginning of our pod, and then I didn't do it.
Okay, well, we'll just everybody pretend that this is the beginning of the show.
Pretend like this is the beginning of the show. And so you just said episode 21.
Yes.
And then I go, hey, everybody, I'm Jimmy Old School Flips. That's my YouTube channel. As always, with me is Ken, SSKPromo, known across the social medias as SSKPromo. He's got a bunch of other names, but the way you're going to find him is through that SSKPromo.
Yes.
And this is the Reseller Clickbait Podcast.
Episode 21.
Put the whole pirate uniform back on, outfit back on.
Okay.
The show back over.
I would do that. Episode 21, pirateship.com. That's
booty and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yo ho ho. Sorry, Chris, I'm not talking like this the whole time. But
is that the comment of the week, or do we have another comment of the week?
Oh, do we have another comment of the week? Well, there was some stuff going. Last week's episode was about me getting thrown under the bus.
I don't know if I've ever gotten to the bottom of what actually happened there.
Well, you had to try to call me out and text my girlfriend Jill to find out why it was that we didn't have Apple Hill donuts.
Yeah.
And she answered and said it was my fault that I made her get up too early to come and go yard sailing. Because that's what we were there for. That's why you were here, is to hit those Route 30 Lincoln Highway.
We couldn't stop there while we were out and about. Was it that far out of the way?
There's another valid point. No, it's not that far away. But wouldn't it have been great to get up in the morning and just have some hot, fresh baked Apple Hill apple donuts?
I can only imagine, because I don't know the enjoyment of fresh Apple Hill apple donuts.
We did have some good comments this week, though. Joe Philly Picker kind of warded us off bringing on Dan and Demand as a guest, unless we have a really big budget, because when he was doing a show with Dan, it cost him a kidney, part of his liver, and both of his big toes just to keep Dan on the live show. So I don't think
I think you're willing to make those kind of sacrifices, though, Ken.
Well, here's the way I figure it. Now, between us, I don't think we have enough spare body parts to do that. And I should probably, not go out and buy 12 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese just as a prop to sit behind me.
You're going to eat all that?
Actually, I already had all of that macaroni and cheese. I love macaroni and cheese. And That's why they're going to be a big sponsor of the Reseller Clickbait podcast.
Gotcha.
My people are in contact with no one on that, but we're going to see what happens from there, because I know that someone there at the Craft Corporation is watching the show. But
yeah, I'm sure they are. Did you say crap or craft?
The craft.
I would believe the Crap Corporation is
one of the yeah, exactly.
They want to sponsor the hell out of.
Don't get me started, because you don't want to see
the crap out of us.
Yeah. You don't want to see the setup for the crap sponsor, I can tell you that much.
Oh boy, I can't wait till next week.
And I was questioned by Janelle about my half apple cider, half Coke Zero concoction.
I need to try
Give it a try. It's good. And again, Adam Baldy Powell was just reinforcing the fact that we should not do math on the show.
I agree. We should not.
Adam is a big. He's a quick-witted math guy. He knows it all, and he found it painful listening to us try to figure out how many views your video got. But
speaking of that, should we update that?
Yes. Why not? We just won't tell how many it's been since the last time.
What's sold? Ooh, ayo! I sold some good stuff.
Oh,
let's see. TikTok.
Yes,
and the video I put out today is doing very well.
Excellent. Over at Old School Flips, if you want to check out Jimmy's TikTok and
that video
Instagram
I don't
page.
remember what it was at last week, but it is now. It's slowed down. It's at 146,000.5.
Okay. So, Adam, you can leave in the comments what the difference is between last show and this show, how many views that is.
Yeah, let us know, since you're the mathematician.
We're not going to do that.
Make a spreadsheet for that. That'd be great, Adam. If you could get us a spreadsheet. Excel is what we obviously an Excel spreadsheet, or you could do it on Google spreadsheet. And if you can make us a spreadsheet for those videos, because we're going to add another video. I put out a video today, and it's already at 8,468 views within 3 or 4 hours of posting.
Is that where you found that Transformer truck?
Yeah.
Wait, spoiler alert.
No, it's all right. Check it out. I couldn't even believe my eyes when I found it. I couldn't even believe I found a G1 Transformer still in the package. Like, that doesn't happen.
No.
Like, I don't think, like, I literally told myself, this doesn't happen. Like, and it's legit. Like, some people on TikTok, of course, that's what TikTok's all about. They're questioning it, saying it's it's counterfeit or blah, blah. No, it's legit.
It's the real deal.
It's the real.
If anybody knows their toys, it's Jimmy, and he knows what's real, what's not real.
Still, it has an old retail sticker on it.
Okay.
Like an old toy store.
Sweet.
Like, it's not no barcode, nothing. It's just like a price gun that put that sticker on there.
Yeah.
You can't make a lot out on it because it's so faded over the years. But it's still there.
that was a sweet pickup. So
yeah. So if you guys check it out, Old School Flips on TikTok. I'm starting. So I talked about this before. My TikTok is now just stuff that I find. I'm not going to break down pricing on what stuff's worth. I just want it to be more of a treasure hunting. Hey, look what I found. It's pretty cool, and this is what I paid for it. If you want to do the work from there, that's up to you. If you want to find out what stuff is worth. I'm just not going that route on TikTok because of the response to people that share what they're going to sell it for.
Yeah, TikTok can be brutal for sure. On
and I can handle it, but I just don't want to. I don't need it. Like, I already have enough going on with YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. I wanted it to be fun, right? Like, I wanted TikTok to be something that I just did for fun, and people coming back with nasty comments wasn't fun. So I was like, let me just change this. Again, I stepped back from TikTok, thought about it, and came up with this idea. It's very similar to what I was doing, except I'm not showing sold comps or telling that I'm going to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still fun. It's still a treasure hunting type.
Yeah. Which is cool. That's something different, and see how that response goes. I like to see the treasures. that people find. And again, in that short we talked about earlier, I like that short, quick hitting format. This is what I found. That's just cool, and that's what I'm looking for to do some videos. So if anybody has any suggestions of something that they would like to see, maybe they had an idea, maybe it'll spark somebody to go, well, why am I going to tell this guy? I'm going to do that myself, and everybody will start to get some good content. But I threw out I didn't say spoiler alert before I mentioned your Transformer toy.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
So we're going to go into this next topic right here. That I'm going to say spoiler alert. First of all, okay. First of all, this is kind of where we'll go with this. Here's a fun fact for you. 47 years ago today. Now we're recording this on Wednesday, the 21st of September.
I think you got your it would be 45 years ago.
Okay.
Because you said it was 1977. That's 45.
Oh, wait. Quit doing math, Jimmy.
I only know that because I'm 46 years old.
How about a long time ago?
1976.
Okay.
So that I have a math reference point. So if 76 is 46, 77 is 45.
Okay.
You look totally.
Oh, it is. I was wrong. It is 45. Ooh. I was looking back at the text. 45 years ago today. I'm going to make this reference. The Fonz jumped the shark.
And I told you when you said that to me, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know if anyone out there knows that phrase, that like a TV show or whatever, jump the shark. And what that means. Yeah.
Appropriate me saying us talking about this is this show Jumping the Shark?
Yes, this is the point at 10 o'clock. Oh, it's exactly 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, September 21st, 2022. The Reseller Clickbait Podcast, Jump the Shark.
Gotcha.
Which means it's kind of a reference to a show that had kind of ran its course, but it's still going on, because in that, it's perfect.
Now that you say that, it's actually so true.
It's like the complete definition of this podcast.
We might have to give up a kidney to get Dan in here.
That's right. Get Dan and get some fresh perspective here. But we're going to do that. We've been talking about getting some guests, doing some lives. Yes. One of yours, of course. We'll start with yours, and then, if we need to get
fatty, but
if we need to get Joe Philly Picker, then we'll start to, scavenge my body parts. Mine are a little bit older than yours, Jimmy. So
what are we actually?
The market value is down.
Where were we going with this? Because I went way off course.
I don't know what. Fonz jumped the Fonzie, Arthur Fonzarelli jumped the shark, and it was in an episode of the Happy Days that had ran for way too long, and the Fonz then now was jumping over a shark on water skis with his leather jacket on out there in the ocean, and it's like, okay, really, they've ran out of so many topics that they've now jumped the shark. So hey. For those of you that knew that, fun fact, 45 years ago today, the Fonz jumped the shark. And there you go with that. So speaking of perhaps jumping the shark, we're going to talk about
one episode in, and this show might have already jumped the shark.
Yeah, that's right. I'd have to go back to that date of when when the end of episode 1 was. But Quantum Leap, there's where I'm going with that fun fact about jumping the shark.
Yeah.
The new series of Quantum Leap started on Monday. Now, okay, I'm gonna question somebody here. I'm gonna question the network. Who premieres a TV show on a Monday night when there's a double header of Monday Night Football? I mean, Monday Night Football is always one of the top viewed programs of the week, every single week. And I forget what network Quantum Leap is on, but for them to premiere that right in the middle of now, I know not everybody watches football, and I actually recorded the Quantum Leap because I was excited. I got Commonwealth Hudson over here. I took him out in the living room and I set him up by my chair so that we could watch together. And
what about old school Ghostface? He didn't get to watch it.
I decided this is old screen flips right here.
Old screen flips.
Old screen flips. Not to be confused with ice cream flips. That's it.
I like it. No,
And
I
Fleet
was
Frank.
literally saying that I had the first episode on while I was working on my phone, and I wasn't really totally watching it. But I think I decided that the first episode already jumped the shark.
Yeah, so I was going to think, we're going to give this a thumbs up, thumbs down sort of thing, or we're going to, a scale of, how much scale of 1 to 5 Commonwealth Hudsons. How many Commonwealth Hudsons would you give the first episode? 2?
But I wasn't fully paying attention, but
yeah.
I sent you a picture of just like total ridiculous. So they were going to tie up the main character. I don't even remember his name.
Yes.
They're going
to,
they're going to lock him in a room or not going to lock him. They're just going to tie him up to zip tie him to a pole so he can't get away. Right.
Yes.
So they just so happened to zip tie him to like one of those jinky roll carts that come apart very easily. What are those
like a metal stainless steel shelving unit like that you would a lot of us put inventory on them.
Yeah.
A rolling cart.
It's literally on wheels. It's the kind where you just pop the top shelf up and it comes apart. So they zip tie him to one of those to keep him from getting away. And then he's acting like he's stuck, like he's trapped. You can see in the video the thing is on wheels. Like it's so ridiculous. And so that's why I sent Ken the message. Did they seriously tie this guy to a rolling shelf? And
is that about where you checked out altogether on the show?
For the most part, I was like, okay, I don't need to see anymore.
Well, I had watched it. I watched it all the way through. I'm going to give it another couple of. I would probably say, I'll give it 3 Commonwealth Hudsons.
3 Commonwealth Hudsons.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to have some good plot twists, maybe that bring back some of the stuff from the original show.
All right.
And so I'm going to tune in next week on Monday night, after, I'll record it
football,
somewhere after or around. Depends on who's playing and if the game's any good. I might jump in the middle, but I think it has some potential, but we'll see. I'm gonna say, did it jump the shark from the original series? Maybe, but they certainly had an awful lot of problems, like right in the beginning, and they solved them really quickly. So they kind of pushed the show along a little bit too much for the first one. But anyway, so I doubt that I'm going to make an intro for like the Commonwealth recap.
I hope not.
But,
I hope not.
So we probably won't talk about that much.
Unless it's like really recap. Good. Okay.
Wait. What the heck am I talking about? The quantum? Did I say Commonwealth?
Wait, what? The Commonwealth?
The quantum
start watching
leap.
all of Kevin's content, and
hey, maybe that'll be my new.
Hey, Commonwealth Hudson.
Commonwealth Hudson
should be the star of your new. Commonwealth Hudson could be the star of your new content, and he could do you could do a rating system like you just did, where he rates the sale, like based on how much they paid for it, how much it sold for, and what the item was. You could be like that sale gets 2.5 Commonwealth Hudsons.
I love that idea. I wish I'm having trouble here with my cold, and it's like if I get a big laugh, I'm trying to keep from laughing. Right. That's humor, Jimmy. That was funny.
I did humor.
I like that idea.
Hey,
and I just may go with that, every now and then Fleet Frank or, Old Screen Flips might show up. And,
Dude, you got the cast right
as a
there.
guest.
Now that's going to take a lot of work for you to turn them around, make them
That's
shadows,
the cast
and
of
be the voice for all of them, just like in the Mystery Theater.
yes,
You know what?
Reseller Theater 3000.
And you got Commonwealth
Huh.
Hudson, Old Screen Flips, and Fleet Frank. And Fleet Frank is the perfect shape for one of
Little
those
shape.
shadows. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be epic. It has to happen now.
You know what? This show is going to come out on next Monday, and I bet by Tuesday somebody's already stolen my idea. But
it's gonna be such a hard edit, though. That's gonna be so hard to do.
Especially within a minute. Yeah,
I could make it happen.
I'm gonna. I love this idea.
I do too.
Or maybe they're just, maybe we don't have to go Mystery Science Theater style where it's a shadow from the back, because it'd really be hard to tell.
No, it wouldn't.
Commonwealth from the back, or the ghost face from the back.
You're right.
So maybe they're just facing forward.
But then their mouths would be supposed to be moving. But I guess the mask wouldn't have a mouth, and Fleet Frank wouldn't. But yeah. I get it. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I like this idea. Let me know in the comments if you think that will be
funny. You could wear your
pirate
outfit, so then you could be in the panel too.
I could have a new outfit every week.
Oh no, this is gonna be terrible. The problem is it's a lot of work. I already know how much work it would be to do that.
Yeah.
Because now you also have to be the voice for everybody. You have to have every character has to have its own voice, so when they're talking, you know who it is.
Yes.
So now you have to make up a voice for everybody. And unless you're getting help with that, you could
I'll hire in a voiceover crew.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's going too far now. It's
a
great idea though.
But see, when my brain starts to spin like that, I get quiet, I shut down. So we're gonna move along to
for the podcast.
The next non-existent topic that we have for the show.
Yeah, we don't have another topic.
That's we could just do in summary what we know about what happened on the show today.
All right, let's do it. I wasn't paying attention the whole time though. So I really don't know what was going on.
Sorry about that, folks. So pirateship.com.
Pirateship.com.
That's our new sponsor for the show, or that's the dog's imaginary wishful thinking sponsor for the show.
And Ken is going to be doing a photo shoot to be the mascot, correct? For Pirate
Yes, I'm going to have my pirate outfit on. I'm going to go arg a lot, and I don't know, I'll make up some other stuff. So
Ken did not disappoint. He did not take 12 weeks to make the intro to the new football segment.
Yeah, I got that done. But do you agree it needs more explosions in it, or something a little more?
It could use. I have explosion type stuff in my editor we could talk about.
And
that's preloaded.
Maybe some lasers and
sharks with freaking lasers on their freaking head. Sorry, he's got a cold, guys. I'm not going to torture him too much longer. So we have the intro and found out that Ken got his first win in football this week. We found out that OS Flips is, what did you call him?
Old Screen Flips.
Old Screen Flips.
Back there is the new mascot.
One of our new. How come you have all the mascots?
Did you? Well, Jimmy, you got to be more creative. You got to put something into this show. It can't always be me.
I thought of Frank, didn't
I? No, you did not.
Didn't I? Did I think of Commonwealth Hudson?
I don't believe so.
Did I think of Old Screen Flips?
No, I had that because your hat used to be on.
I have to go back and watch some episodes.
Mike Myers.
Because I thought
you were originally.
I had something to do with all of them.
Well, you may have, and maybe I'm there again. Maybe the dog is just having delusions of
Well,
grandeur.
I might be
That
too.
everything was my idea.
I didn't say to put googly eyes on him.
I don't think so. I think I surprised you with that in that episode. I held that up, and
I think you're right.
everything's better. There's Fleet Frank right there.
You're right. He's had the googly eyes the entire time.
This is the poor man's enemy. Right
now,
there.
Commonwealth Hudson. You decide. Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about Ernie Hudson, and then you decide to put the hat on him.
Yeah, because Ernie Hudson.
Right.
Well, that's because
you're creative, and I'm not.
That's because I sold Creepy Kevin. Remember the original hat?
Oh, see,
the original had a Halloween mask on it, and I had the Commonwealth, and that was Creepy Kevin. And I thought, cool, this is a good mascot. But being the great reseller that I am, it sold within like a week.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I really had anything to do with that other than listing it. Do what?
What if they wanted the Commonwealth hat though? Then what? Then what, Ken?
Well, that wasn't in the picture in the original.
Oh,
photograph.
You didn't put it in your listing.
No, it was not.
Hey, I'm creative, all right? Our thumbnails are good.
Oh yeah, the thumbnails are the clickbait thumb. That's why we get at least 15 or 16 views every week on this show.
At least our regular viewers are coming and listeners are coming back every single week.
If it weren't for Len, 5280 fines.
Yeah.
We might not have an audience at all.
Yeah. Well, we're 21 now, so he's buying this weekend.
Oh.
He said we're 21 episodes that were legal. He's buying us a beer.
That's right. So tomorrow's the first day of fall, Jimmy. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about the weather at all or the changing of the seasons.
Oh yeah, wait.
And
the weather's gonna break. Is that what we're supposed to say?
Well, I tell you what, around here it is. Not that you need a weather report, but it was 91 degrees today for the high. Tomorrow's high, 68 degrees.
We're one day ahead of you because it was 92 degrees on Tuesday, yesterday, and today's high was like 62.
And it's
raining right now.
91
so
and
92. Our weather is broken, as you would say.
If I would have said it was like 102 degrees, would it have been 103 degrees there?
Yeah.
Did you have to one up?
You want me to check what the weather was? Is that what you?
No,
we're not.
No, I'm good
right here, are we?
We're not doing math, and we're not doing weather. But so in the summary, we were at. I won my first fantasy football game. Jimmy figured out his microphone audio problem. At least we believe that that's the case.
Sounds, y'all. And let me know if you hear my heavy Darth Vader breathing, if I need to make an adjustment there, because that's been an issue. That might have led to the issue was the Darth Vader breathing. Me trying to correct that may have led when I put this filter thing bobber on there. I might have accidentally unplugged my microphone, and that may have been the cause.
Ever since then.
Yep.
But hopefully we're fixed there on that. Quantum Leap, new episode. Jimmy gave it 2 Commonwealth Hudsons. I gave it 3. I'm gonna go with that. We talked about some cool ideas. Throw down in the comments below if you have any ideas of something you'd like to see as reseller content, and we'll try to make that happen coming up here in the future. And if you're listening to the podcast, we appreciate that. If you're listening on just the audio side, that's doing real good. Those numbers were really good this week, Jimmy. Nice. And I'll show them to you later. And but if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Comment. We love to see the comments. Yep. And if you got nothing else, Jimmy, we'll call it.
Yeah, that's it. There was something else I wanted to say, but I don't.
Oh. Okay, I don't. And I apologize for my cold and maybe some coughing fits and some sniffling. hopefully that'll be better next week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and call the show, Mr. End the Show guy.
Would you? Okay.
That's all I got.
Would you like to end the show, Jimmy?
No, because you're better at it. Look at how I just butchered that. That's terrible. I called you end the show. I'm going to end it. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening and watching. Stay tuned next week when we have another football update. I don't know. I'm terrible at this.
This is horrible. Hey, thanks for tuning in to Reseller Clickbait Podcast.